Hello everyone, welcome to Queen City Cardboard. We are playing Slay the Spire. I've been away from this game for a while, and I pulled up Steam the other day and noticed a major update in the works. So I downloaded it, and it looks like they have added a new character. So let's check the sound volume first. There we go. That's a little better. Alright, return. Back. Oh, I have a saved run. No big deal. Abandon run, because I want to see what the new stuff is. For those of you who aren't familiar, Slay the Spire is a PC deck building game. And for those who are unfamiliar with deck building games, it is, let's see, choose your character, the Watcher. So deck building games are, if you have any familiarity with games like Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the Pokemon trading card game, in those games you buy a bunch of cards, you assemble them into a deck, and then you play other people competitively and see who has the better deck, the better use of resources, such and so forth. In a deck building game, you are building a deck as the game progresses. And in traditional tabletop deck building games like Dominion or Legendary, everybody starts with the same basic deck, usually 10 or 12 cards, and then there's some mechanism for adding to the deck, buying cards, putting them in your discard pile, and then when your draw pile runs out, you shuffle your discard pile, and hey, your deck is better because you've been investing in better cards, better resources. And that is essentially what this game is. It's your resources in terms of energy allow you to play X number of cards per turn. More powerful cards require more energy. And there's ways around that depending on what cards you buy. And then your main objective of the game is to defeat the monsters, climb, and ultimately slay the titular Spire. So let's embark. Let's see what the Watcher has for us. Hello again. Yes, I'll talk to the giant whale? Craterhead whale? At least confront the first boss. You tell him, Prince. See, enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 hit point, max HP plus 7. Early gains, long-term investment. I play to win. Let's go long-term. Granted. By the way, that's my partner Diane.
Hello.
She and the quadrupeds are cheering me on valiantly. Go get it. Yes. Where to start? Okay, so these little guys, those are monster encounters. The question marks are random encounters. They could be monster fights. They could be you stumble across a secret door and find a relic, or you find a pit trap or something. You don't know until you step on it. Those are shops. The embiggened horned monster icon is an elite battle, harder, but you get a relic that gives you a permanent bonus for the rest of the game for as long as you survive. And campsites, where you can either rest and recover hit points or upgrade your cards. So again, deciding between short-term recovery, long-term power boost. I try to play as defensively as I can, keep my health up, that way I don't have to use them for the recovery, and I can invest in getting better cards. So let's that's a lot of monster encounters. Let's go over here. Mix it up. Ooh, purple. Those are pretty. Each of the characters has a different color scheme. The original 3 were red, green, and blue, and even their energy icons were shaped differently to kind of reflect their themes. And this one looks to be very, very mystic, very monk-like. So we're in a combat, and what's What's delightful about this game is that it tells you what the opponents are going to do, and so you can plan your actions around what they intend to do. You can even to the point of being able to tell how many points of damage they're going to deal to you. So, we've got two basic kinds of cards, Defend and Strike. Defend, gain 5 blocks, so the next 5 points of damage you would take between this turn and the next one is absorbed. None of that would be dealt. And as it happens, this little bugger is trying to hit me for 5. So I'm going to grab this. And we have 5 block. Strike. Deal 6 damage. Now, I have to point this at whichever one I want to hit. Let's go this guy, because I'm already blocking this one. Now, he just curled up and gave himself block power. So I could throw more at it if I had more attacks to throw, but they would just soak it up, so that's kind of a waste. Let's see what these special cards do. Oh, I didn't even read the other new cards. I am not doing my job. Okay, Vigilance. I think your starter deck is 10 cards. Yeah, here's your card count, and you can pull this up at any time and see what the distribution is. Try to calculate the odds in your head if you're good at that kind of thing. I'm okay at it. I own like a dozen different deck building games. But again, this is all new. This particular character is all new territory for me. So 4 strikes, 4 defends, and 2 unique cards. Eruption, deal 9 damage, enter Wrath. In this stance, you deal and receive double attack damage. Okay, so this character introduces stances, which I'm guessing, based on my awareness of like D&D terminology, puts you in a state where you get that persistent bonus until you play another card that gives you another stance, like this one, Vigilance. Gain 8 block and Calm. Upon entering the stance, gain 2 energy. Okay. So more defense and also the ability to play more cards, which means more defense, more offense, whatever you need at that point. Unless, of course, you run out of cards. So, we kind of know what this character is about, and I'm sure we'll get better cards as we go. So let's just dive into this. Miracle. Return. That wasn't in the initial deck. Is that... Okay, that's her special. Pure Water. Every character gets a starting relic. At the end of each combat, at the start of each combat, add a miracle into your hand. Miracle costs 0. I can play it whenever it comes up. Retain. Retain cards are not discarded at the end of turn. So this will be back in my hand. This will stay in my hand if I don't play it. Gain 1 energy and exhaust. Remove until end of combat. So I can hold on to this for as long as I need to whenever I need that 1 extra point. I'm already soaking all the damage that is coming at me, so we're going to end turn. Let them do their thing. Haha! No dice. Weakened. What is that? Attacks deal 25% less damage for 2 turns. And mercifully, they don't force you to do the math in your head. It shows you on the card what practical effects those have. So if damage has been reduced, the number will reflect that, and the number will be red to indicate that it is lower than it normally is, and green to indicate that it's higher than it normally is. So that's sad. But still, I've got plenty of strikes, and this little so-and-so is down to 9 hit points and no longer has their curl up ability. They can't just curl up and no-sell my attacks. So let's throw some stuff at them. Now they've got 12 damage coming at me, and I only have 1 defend card. Eruption. Deal 6 damage, enter Wrath. Probably should have played that first. Deals, enter Wrath. You deal and receive double attack damage. Oh. Yeah, it's nice because I deal double damage, but I also receive double damage, so it opens me up if I can't take them down now. So I'm going to not play that. Instead, I'm going to defend what I can. I have 1 point left. 5. This has 1 point. I really don't want to take 12 damage because I can only soak 5. I think it's time to pop that miracle. Whee! And with my last bit of oomph, I'm going to kill that first monster. And now I can... What do you want? What do you want? Beautiful. So you're getting the hang of the mechanics, the flow of battle. This one, they're not going to attack me. They're going to do a strategic move, inflict a negative effect on me. Probably weaken me again. Try to stave off the inevitable. Now, I could defend, but this only defends against combat damage. This won't stop me from getting a negative effect, so I might as well throw everything I can at this little critter. So, bip, bip, bip. Enemy turn. Yep, just what I thought. It added 2 more turns of that status effect, but that's okay because it's only got 6 hit points left. It's not even attacking me, so I can just throw everything I've got at, and we did it. Rewards: 15 gold. Gold can be used later to buy better cards, even eliminate cards that you don't want in your deck, which is a whole nother kind of math puzzle, trying to skew the odds in your favor as much as you can of getting the cards that are useful to you. Just lucky. Haven't seen any of these. This is, I like that illustration. Scry 1. Look at the top X cards of your draw pile. You may discard any of that. Okay, so literally like the Magic the Gathering mechanic. Gain 2 block, deal 3 damage. That's pretty utilitarian, and it costs nothing to play. Usually a card with an interesting effect like that costs nothing, it also has exhaust. It also, you have to remove it from your deck for the rest of that encounter. Evaluate. Gain 6 block, shuffle an insight into your draw pile. Insight, retain, draw 2 cards, exhaust. Okay. So you can keep that in your back pocket until you need a couple extra cards, and then just drop it. I like that. Follow-up. Deal 7 damage. If the last card played this combat was an attack, gain 1 energy. So exactly what it says. Followed up with a after an attack, and just press that advantage. Again, I tend to play these defensively because my hit points are a vital resource. The less of those I have to recover, the more I can focus on just making everything else about me better. So I'm gonna go defense. Ooh, rando encounter. Let's see what we got. You walk into a room. The serpent. You walk into a room to find a large hole in the ground. As you approach the hole, an enormous serpent creature appears from within.
Hello, hello, what have we got here? Hello, adventurer. I ask a simple question. The most fulfilling of lives is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree?
Do I agree? Do you agree?
Depends on the anything. I'm gonna go with no, though.
Disagree. I'm leaning. I don't like that grin. I like the money, but I don't like that. This is a used car. This is a used car serpent. That's all this is. I can gain 175 gold, or I can become cursed with doubt, which is an unplayable card that takes up space in my deck, and at the end of your turn, gain 1 week, which that's what the bugs were inflicting on me last turn. So it reduces my attack power. It's not something we want. Is it worth gaining 175 gold? I think not. Deck efficiency is everything in these games, so I'm gonna respectfully disagree. The serpent stares at you with a look of extreme disappointment. I'm sorry, was he trying to make us an offer we couldn't refuse? Because if so, they shouldn't have given us that option. They could have just said, no, take the money. Let's do one more, and then... Alright. Oh, the cleric. Still creepy, but kind of cool. Looks like it wants to help, but I guess we'll have to figure out what their definition of help is. A strange blue humanoid with a golden helm, question mark? Looks like what it is. Approaches you with a huge smile.
Hello, friend. I am Cleric. Are you interested in my services?
The creature shouts loudly. Heal. I can pay gold to heal hit points. I'm still at full. Purify. 50 gold. Remove a card from your deck. Aha. So here we go. Now we start trimming the fat. I'll pay 50 gold for that service. So I can pick any one of these cards, and it is gone from my deck. Which, you think to yourself, why would I get rid of attack power or defense power or any of these other effects? Yes, but for every weaker card that I eliminate from the deck, the odds of me drawing the other cards increases. So, do I want to eliminate strike or defend first? Again, I'm prioritizing defense over offense, so I'm going to, and I still have this special damage card, which is a good finisher if I can pull it off. So yeah, we're gonna knock out one of these strikes. We're gonna strike the strike. Oh. Poof into, kind of look like cherry blossom petals. A cold blue flame envelops your body and dissipates. The creature grins.
Cleric talented. Have a good day.
Leave. Alright, well, we'll see what the fates have in store for us next time. See if we can put these new cards to good use. Thank you for joining us, and as always, play to learn, play to live. Goodbye.